Okay, so I had a friend who was looking for property. They're wanting to be in Nova, Northern Virginia, and they want land. So, of course, the properties that they're looking at are in the millions, and they keep getting outbid. And they're like, I'm not just overbidding by chump change. Like I'm given a significant price, but I am just getting knocked out of the bidding wars. And next thing you know, 1.8 million turns into 3 million, and but they don't want to be right on top of their neighbors. So if you can see here, I was looking at what's available in Northern Virginia, maybe different pockets of Northern Virginia. And then I thought, well, if they really want land, what is happening at the other end of Virginia? So if you're up in Nova, you're probably in Nova because, well, one, Nova has everything, Northern Virginia. It has everything, all of the stores and the shops, and there are pockets of Northern Virginia where you can still find the land. You don't have to be right on top of your neighbors. And then you can just hop out on the Beltway and you're still in touch with everything. When you get down to Southern Virginia, you are away from everything. You're not worried about your name brand stores. Um, you're sitting back, really relaxed, slower pace of life. And of course, it is way outside of the Beltway. But if land is your goal, then this is something that you would want to consider. Of course, now, um, but look at the price range. These houses, the price range is crazy different. And then we're going to compare these houses in a minute, but you'll see like what you can get for 1 million here. This is a brand new house. This is a brand new house. Those are to be built versus 1.8. So let's take a look at this house. And you can see beautiful home. This is selling for 1.8. I believe it had a finished basement. Yes, it does. Okay, so finished basement, wet bar, pool table. Looks like it has a downstairs bathroom, patio outside, and there's your land. Now, the stats on this. Let's see. So above grade 40, 46, 1.16 acres. Okay, then let's see one of these homes at its best. Now, this one, 759. This is an older house, 4-car garage. And look at that. Now you can see the difference. And I believe this is on 17 acres of land. Now, doesn't have the finished basement, and it does need to be renovated. So you're not going to get all the bells and whistles. But it just depends on what you're looking for. Now, if you can do the work yourself, you're going to do the renovations and things yourself. Of course, you're going to save, but don't kid yourself because you are going to be up in the millions when you do start a renovation for a house like this. But if land is your goal, then you might need to start looking further out. And oh, by the way, it backs up to the water. So, which would you rather have? Now, if you're wondering where is King George, Virginia, it is right here. This is Vienna, Virginia. So, of course, this is closer to Washington, Arlington here. This area, this is when people say the DMV, this is what we're talking about. We are not talking about all the way down in here. This is Maryland, this is Southern Maryland, and this is like Southern Maryland. When people say Southern Maryland, they're usually talking about maybe from Brandywine down past Waldorf, all in here. And if you're in Southern Maryland and people are talking about going to Virginia, they're not talking about going to Nova up here. They're talking about crossing over the toll bridge and coming over to King George. And now I've heard that they're building up King George. I have not been there in years. Last time I did, so Dahlgren Navy base is down here. That's about all that there was. Only time that I would come down through here is when I was going to Williamsburg, Virginia. So taking the back route. But anyway, that's where it is, just so that you can see these comparison and properties. This is 1.4. This above grade 5193. This is on 10 acres. Mediterranean type house. Let's see. And, you know, and these homes are massive. And then too, you have to, you know, consider if it's not your style of house and you're thinking about renovating it, yeah, it's gonna take some money because these homes are massive. But once again, this is what you're getting, 10 acres, 1.4 versus if you're looking in Nova at the homes and you can see 1.5, 1.2. Let's check this one out. Now, this one is 1 acre, 2835 square feet. So you can see that there is a massive price difference. 1.5, 1.4. So it all depends. What do you want? What's most important to you? If you have obligations in the city, then you'll be spending around 1.8 for a acre in Northern Virginia. And remember, this is the listed price. So there's no telling what the closing price is going to be after everyone gets done bidding on it. And right now, people, some people are waiving home inspections, they're waiving appraisals just to get in the home, on top of offering way more than the home is listed for. So definitely something to think about. This is a brand new home. This is in King George. This is to be built. I believe, but beautiful home. And of course, it's not going to be as upgraded as this because this is a model, but you still get the idea. So you have options depending on what you want. And after COVID, people went into hiding anyway. And I don't think anyone's going into the office 5 days a week anymore. So, and a lot of people are just done with the city. So maybe you do want to think about moving an hour and a half down south and getting more for your money. Once again, with the land. Now, I think this one, 10 acres, 3,400 square feet, or yeah, 3,400 square feet. This one, this is 2 acres, 3048. $680. Let's see what this one is. I'm actually probably going to visit some of these homes this week and venture over the King George Bridge because I have not been out that way in forever. And it would be nice to see how much it's built up. 14 acres, 4340. So there you have it. So when you're looking for land, what's more important, beltway or no beltway? Because that's the difference in the price. And it is it's a massive difference. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful homes though. And I've always loved Northern Virginia, always. Everyone loves Northern Virginia. But you definitely have to pay to stay. Okay, so that's it. This or that, do you want to pay for this or do you want to pay for that? Do you want to be up here where the action is, or do you want to slow it down, slow the pace of life down, be here? Maybe you'll venture up to Nova when you want to. Some people are not interested in being near the city. So there you go. Definitely a big price difference, this or that. Nova versus Southern Virginia area. All right. Take care. You guys have a great weekend and more updates coming in the next couple of days. Bye.